Incremental readings. Let's continue with the advantages of incremental reading. Now it's turn for the how incremental reading boosts attention. So the attention challenge. Vast information can be overwhelming. There's way too much. It's a huge overflow, and this is overwhelming me. I feel anxiety. Where do I where do I start, and so on. Complex or difficult material can stall your progress. That, oh man, I don't get it. What do you do now? Oh yeah, perhaps I'm lacking some knowledge, but what is that knowledge? There's still plenty of material to go through, right? I'm lost. And fear of missing the key details, or fear of missing out at the end of the day, can lead to worry and distraction. When the mind splits focus, deep understanding suffers. Exactly. Then, incremental reading approach. You know that in incremental reading, we break knowledge into smaller, more manageable portions in the form of topics. Then you can shift between articles in the living when you feel mentally fatigued or bored. We covered that already in fun and other perspective in other videos. That hey, I have plenty of stuff I'm doing in parallel, so that for whatever reason I'm not in the mood or I'm getting bored or I'm fatigued or whatever, that it's an effort. Boom, next. I'll see it again. I am an incremental reader. As a consequence, that means that when the attention is decreasing, boom, you move on, something novel, and you keep your attention. So, incremental reading eliminates the fear of missing important information by scheduling reviews. The learning process, the reading process is scheduled, and you have interruptions. It's a win-win. Small steps carry you further than leaps made it in haste. Exactly. Slower is like the turtle, right? That the turtle goes much slower, but eventually it will win. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the phrase. Then, gradual improvement. Don't expect immediate transformation. It's in the long term. Tools, strategies, and self knowledge take time to develop. True enthusiasm usually emerges from months of consistent practice. When you have overcome the learning curve of Supermemo, you're used to the flow, you can relax because, okay, I kind of get it, I have enough information here and there, it's manageable. Then is when you have the true enthusiasm. Nothing is shadowing, no friction point is shadowing this enthusiasm. So, patient cultivation of new habits yield deeper lasting growth. How it works. Manageable portions. I don't care if it's a huge textbook about neuroscience of 1500 pages. You just chunk it down. You'll need more hierarchy. Chunk down by parts, the parts by chapter, the chapter by subsections, by sections, sections by subsections, then by just one paragraph. It's very dense. It's just a sentence and whatever. You chunk this down. And with this, you keep the mind alert because it's just an atomic or very few information at a time. As a consequence, there's no overwhelm. You can always postpone if it's too difficult, too boring, or whatever. You cannot overwhelm an incremental reader. Something I have said to Wozniak, the creator, when I started sending him emails to him, is, hey, sorry if I am sending too much stuff at once or very with short period of times. And he always said, since the beginning, you cannot overwhelm an incremental reader because he will be using priorities and postponing and scheduling that reading. Structure review ensures critical details are not lost. So what you haven't read today, you haven't understood or got today, you will do it next time, next iteration. That's it. Attention thrives when guided by clear priorities. That's why, as long as you prioritize well, your collection is well prioritized, you can interleave as much as you want and keep your attention for hours. You will be surprised when you achieve this state that, oh man, it's been 3 hours and I don't even need to rest. Oh my God. The end result, gradually, improvements in concentration and retention. Both. You will be more concentrated, more focused. You will have a better retention of what you do. Increased enjoyment of the reading and learning. It's like everything at the same time. And a stronger ability to adapt study strategies to your own memory and reasoning style. Your preference at the end of the day. When attention improves, curiosity and master follow. If you improve attention, curiosity will increase and mastery will also increase, will improve as well, as a side effect. So to wrap up, incremental reading protects focus by balancing challenge and manageability. It's just enough, difficult enough that you can do it. Challenging enough. If it's too boring, not for you. If it's too challenging, not for you, today. You will postpone it. Over time, it transforms how you learn, study, and retain information. Once you master incremental reading, you will only learn through incremental reading. The power, it's so dramatically powerful that there's no way I will go to a different method. So imagine you want to travel and you have traveled by feet or by car and you want to go to the nearby country. What you're going to choose? Going by feet or by car? The speed, the endurance, all of that, there's no way you can compare those, right? I know it's a silly analogy, but it's so powerful in every aspect. And the downsides that we will see, that the advantages, you have overcome the advantages already. So there's only victory possible. You can only win. So why using other methods? Then, be patient with the process. Attention blossoms through steady, deliberate practice. That's right. Not at the beginning. But once you achieve this flow state, the attention is there always. And in case, for whatever reason, it's too boring, you have been on that topic for a while or whatever, you are just not in the mood, we are people. Subjectively, that was fun yesterday, it will be fun tomorrow, but not today. Skip it. You will have this skill that to move on. It's non-incremental. With interruptions, you just play with those interruptions. That's it. So, that's how the overview of how incremental reading boosts attention. And this is best when you do it yourself and you experience it yourself with the anecdotal evidence that, oh shoot, I have been on the maximum focus for 3 hours, non-stop, no breaks. That's why when I see people in Reddit taking Pomodoros, well, depends what you do, but assuming it's the same you will do in Supermemo, is why? I have interleaving. I don't need Pomodoros. I don't need to rest. That's the power of incremental reading about attention. See you incrementally.